In this video, I'm going to take you through the process of adding new fields onto a page, both the edit and the view pages for anywhere. You can do this anywhere within AP on any object. So the process we're just going to cover now is add fields to the product in any relevant AP object. An object is a table in sort of AP terms. We're going to then go and add them to the relevant view and edit pages. We're then going to add them to a view so you can see what views are. I won't in this instance add them to any portal pages, but the process is the same. So the first thing is I've created a tab here, which is a training tab. I'm going to create a number of different new fields within this object called the product object and add them onto this page and show you the basics of this. So there's a number of ways I can get to the object. I can either go to setup home, choose the objects out of the list. In this instance, I'm looking for the product object, which is here. Just click into it and I'm into the new field creation. Alternatively, I could be on a page here, and if I see this little spanner in the top right hand corner, I could go to the design a page element and go to my training tab, and I'll go through this process and create a new field from here. And the third way is I could just go to these little dots here in the bottom right hand corner, not that one, sorry, go to the spanner and go to this object definition, which will take me to the specific object you're on, in this instance the products, and I'll click field and my new field here. So we'll just start this process now. We're going to create a number of fields, and we're going to add them to under our training tab. So I've come back to product. I'm going to go in using the spanner because I could do two things here. First thing I'm going to do is just design this page, and I'll add a field from here onto this page and show you some other things that you will need to do. So I'm going to just go to the training tab. The first thing that I'm going to do, you can see there's nothing underneath it, so there's nowhere to put the field if I'm using this method. So I need to create a new section, which will allow me to drag fields on and off. So here's some existing ones that, I wanted to add them into this section here. Creating a new section, you've got some specific properties. You can give it a title. You can say how many columns that you want the section to have. So, and then, you can make it collapsible, meaning that you could just not see it when you're viewing it. And you can actually default sections to say where you add brand new fields. I'm going to click this because specifically I want those fields that we're using in our demo to appear here. So first thing I'm going to do is remove these because I want this, and I'm going to save it. So within this, I've got a new section for my training activity. Next thing is I'm just going to go to my object definition, in this instance, going to my fields, and I'm just going to create some new fields. So the ones I'm going to do, so I can show you some other things, I'm just going to create a text field. I'm just going to call this Loom text, or Loom text, because I'm doing a video for it. So it's a text field. I won't go through all the relevance here, but I do want to track any changes that I may make as part of my system import, and obviously the integration point is very important. and I'm just going to put some notes. This is a test field. So next thing it's going to show me is it's going to ask me to put it on pages that already exist and have been set up. Now in this instance, all I want to do is I just want to put it on the edit page, the product page, the product backup page, because these are the pages I want to do, and I want to put it on the view pages as well. So I can allocate, I can add that field directly onto these pages if I want, and equally I can put it on a view page. I've actually created this one just as part of this training, so we're going to have a look at views, but I don't particularly want to add it to any portal pages because these have relevance currently in our demo systems. So I'm adding a field. I've selected the pages that I want to put it on, and I've selected a view that I want to put it on. So if I go back to my system, I'm just going to save this. So having created my field, which I've called, which is a text field, which I've called Loom text. If I now go and have a look and see where it actually put that text, I'll just go back to any product, doesn't matter which one I go to. If I look under the actual design page scenario, just go to attributes because I think that's where the default page is. So let's just find it. So I can add it to a page. So I'm on the view page for this product. If I just search for our Loom text, just search for it, it's put it here, which is the default section for the page. And if I, so we can have a quick look at that. So our attributes, yeah, default new section. Here it is, being added to the page. And if I just go into an edit page, we'll just search for it again, depending on which one I selected. So that's added it into the edit page. And if we take a look at the design page area there, we can see where it's found. So again, the default new section, it's added it automatically to the page. Going back to this, it should also have added it to that new view that I'd created. So we'll just go and check that. Just close this down. And if I choose, just close this down, and just go into any view, product views. So we want my Loom fields, and if we just go into, you can see it's added it to the actual view itself. If we go into it, I'd asked it to add it to the view. So this is a way that effectively you can add fields to any new fields to a relevant option. You do need to add them either manually or generically to view and edit pages where you want to use them. And then you also, if you want to put them on a view, you can move them onto a view at any time. You know, just by, you can either take it off or just put it back on, you know, in terms of that view, and just save the view accordingly.